Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 5th. We're going to jump right in here, Sag, and we are going to see what is going on for you in your general energies. You have this Juno card that says partnership on it, so if you're looking for love, could be a partnership, but you do have the Two of Pentacles here, and the Two of Pentacles can be a business partner coming in or someone you work with, because Two of Pentacles can say that you're spinning a lot of plates, you're doing a lot. So if you have a business or a career where you can hire people or maybe work on a team, that could be very beneficial for you at this time, especially if you're running out of energy and all that other good stuff. Judging by this last row, though, I would say that you're moving towards happiness. So you have that happiness card, and that definitely looks good to me. But you have that partnership card. You also have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, I feel, is you. Queen of Wands is just your energy in this reading. And to me, it's a card of being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. And I do feel you are making a change here, Sag. You go from the Queen of Wands to the Eight of Cups to the Three of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're looking for more adventure in your life, or just less boredom, more entertainment. I feel like you're walking away from things that are boring here, and that's really what I get intuitively. You also have the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands is my card of experimentation, and so it's my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. I feel that would be very beneficial for you. I feel it's a good time for you to experiment, try new things, do things differently in your life, or just experiment with life in general. And I definitely get that feeling here, but especially if you're stuck, I feel that this could be a good card for experimentation. You also have the Two of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. So I do feel it would be a good time for you to balance out the energies in your life as well, especially with the Two of Pentacles, because we can be doing too much of one or the other or both. But I feel this is more talking about kind of balance in your life. Let's see where this is going for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles wanting to pop out a couple of times there. I don't take pop outs, but it is interesting. So let's see. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Hierophant. I feel like you've been through a lot. Hierophant sometimes is having gone through a dark night of the soul, or not really a dark night of the soul, but having gone through a rite of passage. Let's put it that way. Having gone through something so that you can learn something, or, so that you can come out the other side. Kind of looks like you're coming out of the darkness. In your next row, you have the Solitude card with the Eight of Cups. So this all kind of adds up to me to say that you've been through something challenging recently, and now you're kind of coming out the other side. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands wanting to give up. I would say don't give up. I mean, the secret with the Ten of Wands is that you don't want to give up either. On the Ten of Wands, traditionally, on a traditional Ten of Wands, he's about to reach his home, and that's in the background. Not only that, he has planted those 10 wands. Those 10 wands are his harvest. So this is really saying to me that you're about to have a harvest, and you need to keep pushing forward so that you can be, more successful, basically. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Judgment card here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is encouraging you to answer some sort of calling. Looks to me like there could be an opportunity coming in for you, probably an opportunity to go on an adventure. This could be literally traveling or moving, but it could also be an adventure of getting a raise or promotion at work and doing something new, or it could be the adventure of starting a business. So whatever you're doing, I would do it. Next, in the area of what you don't see coming, you have the Solitude card. Judging by the fact that you have the Eight of Cups as your first card, I kind of feel you're coming out of solitude. I feel like you are leaving a period of time where you have been maybe feeling more lonely, or you've been more on your own. I want to see what the next card is. Yeah, look, you have this Illumination card as well. So I wanted to see what the next card was. And that's really funny because, darkness, illumination, like I said, I feel like you're kind of going towards the light. You're moving towards bigger and better things. You have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Cups here. I really feel that the Eight of Cups is maybe talking about, the period of time since the eclipses. Really, I kind of feel like it's talking about your entire year this year. And, I feel like this month is just a lot better maybe for you. It's not perfect, and I'm not suggesting the end of this year is perfect, but I think that you will, it's you're noticing the differences. You're noticing the change in the energy. And I feel like because of that, you're able to better take advantage of it. I feel like you're able to, do the things you need to do, and work on the things you need to work on to get things to be more successful. I also do feel like you've experienced like a loss of something. This is the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. And I feel like for some of you, you have experienced like something being eclipsed out of your life. You do have the Nine of Pentacles, and again, the Nine of Pentacles kept popping out of that clarification deck. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, and it's a card of gratitude and luxuries as well. I definitely feel there's some sort of increase coming in for you, but this is something you've worked for. So if you've been working extra hard or trying to grow a business, whatever you've been doing financially, there do seem to be some improvements coming in for you financially. You even go to the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. It basically says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you do to work on a team would be a good idea. You also have the King of Cups here. King of Cups is a card of having very like deep emotions. His emotions go deep, and I feel for some of you, you need to kind of like listen to those deep emotions. Also, going this direction here up to the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups can represent a time where we used to kind of like go out onto the ocean and we wouldn't really know if we were going to find land. We would just kind of be trusting that we're going to find somewhere. And I feel that there could be some of you, I feel like, have that thirst for adventure right now, or you have a craving to go on an adventure here, Sagittarius, and maybe it's because of boredom or whatever. Normally I would say don't do it, but actually I would encourage you, if you feel like that things have become boring or stale in your life and you need to change things up, I would definitely do it. With the Eight of Cups, this will lead to a victory. You have the Ace of Swords, and I feel there's some sort of victory coming in for you here. This has like a very random vibe to me, Sagittarius. Like, I don't really have a good example other than like maybe like a friend comes to you and is like, hey, I'm thinking about, backpacking across Europe and, I want you to come with me. And maybe you're like, sure, let's go. Like, I feel like you have that like bug, the adventure bug. Maybe you have a friend who's like, I want to start a, llama farm in my backyard. Maybe you're like, sure, let's do it. Let's get moving. And I feel like you just have this like adventurous streak at this moment. I mean, you are a Sagittarius, so that makes perfect sense to me, but there's like more here to it. There's like added energy that's saying if you do this, then you will definitely be successful. So I don't know. I would embrace those crazy adventures. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Sun. This is the Son of Wands, but the Knight of Wands in this deck. So you have the Knight of Wands twice. Knight of Wands definitely a card of adventure and a card of success. I feel like you're like something is meant for you here as well. So it might seem like a random adventure at the time, but like you're literally meant to do it. And I think that you will be shown proof because, what's happening here is that I feel like that you might be like a friend maybe comes to you and says, hey, I want to travel across Europe. And maybe you're like, oh, maybe you kind of have the money, but maybe you kind of don't. But the interesting thing is, I think once you get presented the opportunity, it's like everything falls into place. So this part of the reading, I don't think I said it, but by the way, this is meant to be the unexpected. I think what's unexpected is how quickly you are presented with an opportunity and then things kind of fall into place. With the King of Cups here, you have the Two of Swords. Yes, like crossing some sort of boundary. Normally on the Two of Swords, there's water between the lady on the Two of Swords and the island that is behind her. Kind of reminds me of the Six of Swords as well, because it's like that in-between water to the other side is kind of choppy, like the Six of Swords. And you have the Six of Swords here. So I feel like you could be making a transition, or you could be overcoming some obstacles to have an adventure, to go on some sort of like wild ride here that you're going to be going on. So don't be surprised. I do also feel, just looking at these cards, that there could be communication coming in for you, and it could just be surprising because maybe you've been in this period of being more independent, more focused on work, or focused on your health, or focused on yourself, or all of it, and there could be a communication coming in from a person. You even have the King of Cups here, and what's surprising is maybe you allow a person into your life, and maybe you're saying, no, I don't want love, but I don't know, maybe this person shows up and you're like, okay. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Mending card. Yeah, so this is a card of healing. If you have love coming towards you, I feel like this person could be healing to you. It could help you heal from past situations. It could just be something that's much better than the past. I want to see what the next card is. How crazy is this? You have this Two of the Sea card, literally going on an adventure. So I would say that also going on this adventure, if there are random adventures that pop up for you, this could lead to a healing, or it could lead to you healing something that's been an issue for a very long period of time. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. I do get like overthinking energy on this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is something that is normally representing something that's dead, done, over with. But for you, I kind of get this vibe of like thinking too much about something. So I'd definitely be careful of that. For others, I feel like you know that something is dead, done, over with in your life. For some of you, it's like a past relationship. Could be with a Taurus. Or it could be with a water sign as well. But like it's kind of weird that's popping into my head that it's like you see it as something that is no longer in your life, and you don't I don't think you want it back either. But I'm wondering if you're like laying something to rest here with that Ten of Swords. Maybe you're finally making peace with something, which is interesting. The other interesting thing is this right here, Five of Wands. So for those of you looking for love, this Five of Wands I like. She has all these like people, men on her here. So it's almost like you making peace with something from the past is exactly what is going to kind of like open the floodgates and maybe bring a lot of energy into your life. Could definitely be, people. It's like once you release a person, maybe that's what brings in a bunch of opportunity in love. Same thing with work though. And, Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. But as I always say, I think we are in a time of co-creation. So I would be focusing on co-creation. Some of you might, if you have like a business or if you're in social media or something, I am getting that some of you might have the opportunity to like work with the competition. And definitely popping into my head here is like one of these random moments that could be happening for you, not just this week, but for the rest of the month. I'd be looking out for this. And I feel it could be something that works out really, really well for you. So, if you have like a competitor reaching out and you might be thinking, this person's a competitor. I actually think this could be something that's extremely profitable for you or just helps you out in some way. So I would be open to it with the Three of Pentacles. I have a lot popping into my head here as well. I'm also getting that for some of you, I feel like maybe you've noticed that some of your past relationships have been competitive where it's like, it's almost like the person is trying to compete with you just in some way. And I feel like you could be finding a person who's more co-creative, who wants to work together legitimately. And, I feel like it's creating something much nicer. I love the Three of Pentacles for love. It's a card of creating something that is of quality. So if this is love, you're definitely meeting a person that, can produce quality. The other thing that I would tell you about the Five of Wands is that the Five of Wands is a card I call Indiana Jones. Sometimes to me, it's a card of like going on some sort of crazy adventure to find treasure. So, definitely if you have, sorry, I'm choking, some sort of opportunity to go on an adventure this week, I would do it. Or it could come out of nowhere, whatever this is. So let's look into it. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, for sure. So if there's love coming in for you, I feel this could be something very solid. The other interesting thing is that the Knight of Cups can be a card of planting seeds for your dream life. And I feel a lot of you could be kind of like living the dream here in the very near future, Sagittarius. And it could be because of some sort of co-creative experience. So I would take advantage of those co-creative experiences. With the Five of Wands, here you go, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is my card of dating, but, the thing is, if you're attracting love, I feel like someone stands out above the rest. I feel like, and again, I think the thing that you will notice the most, if you have multiple options, is that the right person, well, I can't tell you who the right person is. You have to make that decision for yourself, but, what I would say is I feel like the right person, like the one thing is that they want to work together. It's different than, there's no competition in the relationship. It's not like they even want to compete, so that's definitely what I would be looking at here. But I do feel like one person stands out above the rest if you have options. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty as well, so definitely some improvements here. It does look to me like a reading where you're coming out of the darkness, like I said. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Three of Swords. Like I said, I feel like you see a past heartbreak as dead, done, over with. You do have the Judgment card here, so, you could have someone popping their little head up, right? Trying to pop back into your life. And, but to me, I got the words laid to rest on that Ten of Swords, so it looks to me like you have completely let something go. This is probably why. In the area of messages from your future self, you have this happiness card. Things are going well and feeling fulfilled in life. Go after your dreams. Literally said it on the Knight of Cups. The universe is giving you a big yes. Are you kidding me? That's basically what I said. I feel, remember, like I was saying, it's like if you accept some sort of adventurous opportunity, I feel like things are just going to kind of move out of the way. I want to see what the next card is. You have this animals card. It says unleash and build wealth with your spirit animals. And so, for some of you, if you have spirit animals, maybe there's something, like what's popping into my head is I feel like if you have, like, there's like a certain animal that you see all the time, and I feel like that could be like a clue that things are improving. But, I feel this is really good. Definitely a lot of happiness, but I also feel that you should protect your happiness from anyone from the past. You have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Strength card. I feel, again, definitely adventure. The Knight of Wands is not afraid to build something new as well. He's not afraid to charge towards mysteries, and he's not afraid to be spontaneous. So it's like he might get an opportunity to go backpack across Europe, and he might not have the money, but he's not afraid to say, you know what, I'll build the YouTube channel and I'll support myself by YouTubing my way across Europe. There you go. Boom. There you go. Right? Problem solved. So he's not afraid to build something. He's not afraid to learn. He's not afraid to explore the mystery of how to get there in the first place. Right? So, I feel for a lot of you that there could be an opportunity where you don't know exactly how to do it, like we were saying earlier, but I feel like you can learn. I feel like you can figure it out, and that's what this says. The Knight of Wands also says be spontaneous. I mean, there could just, I kind of get that feeling for you this week where there just are random things popping in, and I feel like if you can kind of roll with those things, you're going to be very successful. You have the Six of Swords here. Moving on to calmer shores, I feel like there are a lot of improvements, mostly in your own personal happiness. I do feel like you're kind of protecting it. You see on the Six of Swords, she's alone. On a traditional Six of Swords, it's the woman, the child, and also the guide in the back of the boat. In this one, she is on her own. So I feel for some of you, it's like you're choosing to focus on yourself. And we see that right here, the Strength card. The Strength card is all about her taming that lion. That lion is her inner voice, it's her inner critic. It is the thing that kind of makes her feel weak at times, but she actually doesn't feel weak. She works with that energy, and she makes sure that it submits to her. So I feel for a lot of you that your future self is like encouraging you to continue like working on yourself and doing things that make you feel strong, right? I also feel like you need to be courageous this week. Obviously, if you get a random opportunity, you're going to have to kind of go for it. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Devil. I actually do feel you could be attracting a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their chart. I also like the Devil for work in general because it is tied to Saturn. So, and that's what's popping into my head here. Obviously, like, be careful of anything toxic, but I really feel that this is more talking about work and the work that you're going to be putting into things. You're going to be seeing success, from the work. I also sometimes feel that the Devil can represent our baser instincts, and it can say that we need to bring the energy up from our creative sources up to our head, basically, so we can put it out into the world, and I kind of feel that for you. With the Six of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restriction. Definitely need to set yourself free. Nothing is impossible for you this week, is that what I feel like this reading is saying, but you're going to have to do the work, right? So it's like and I kind of feel that there could be like an impossible, not impossible situation going on here where, like I said, there could be a random opportunity. It seems impossible, but it's actually not. That Six of Swords says, like, move towards it. With the Strength card, you have the Nine of Swords. I definitely feel you're healing from like a round-around situation from the past for some of you, but it looks like you're healing from it. And, I really feel this is just a reminder from your future self to continue working on yourself, like I said. So that's that, Sag. Pretty interesting. I kind of like where this is going. We're going to pull 3 cards now. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pause the reading. I'm going to answer one question. So if you have a question, great. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm going to just put all 3 together at the end and answer them like a personalish reading. So I'm going to read the cards right now. So pause right now if you need to think of a question. You have the Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. I feel like you need to be curious about something, some sort of adventure with the Page of Swords. 3 of Cups is a celebration. 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice, but you can see on this 7 of Cups, she's focusing on one star. She's focusing on one thing. And so I feel like if you can, 9 of Pentacles, focus on one thing, then you'll be very successful. I feel a yes to any question that I haven't answered, by the way. So yes, if you're asking a question. I also feel for some of you that you need to, like, if you do have a person coming back from the past, 3 of Cups, kind of, I feel like you need to kind of, number 1, look at how far you've come. Number 2, 7 of Cups really says, like, okay, maybe a person is coming back from the past, but there are all these cups that this person has. Do they really fulfill you or not? I feel if you can kind of look at things and be honest with yourself, that you'll be able to, not make a mistake, basically. Let's put it that way. But other than that, there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here. I really like this reading. So, and I feel the universe is giving you a big yes here, Sagittarius, clearly. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.